Hey, everybody, welcome to Grace and Fire. My name is Glenda, and I'm really excited about today's guest. Um, we're going to have a discussion about a nickname that I have been given, and I'm really not sure what I think about this nickname. And it was given to me by someone here on YouTube. And, I figured if we are going to have a discussion, there is nobody better to bring than my Mama. So, Mama, come on up.
I'm
Hey,
here. Hello
Mama.
there. Hello.
It's the first time you have ever been on my channel.
Well, I think it is. I do think so. I mean, anytime you wanted to ask me, I was available.
Well, I asked you now. I'm a little bit late, but I hope you give me in the name. It says my name is Grace. So, I hope you're giving me some grace today.
Well, I could give you a little fire.
You are welcome to give me some fire. But Mama, I have to tell you something. Something happened to me just recently in the YouTube streets.
But
There's a gentleman, his name is Jesse from Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa.
okay.
And my name is Grace and Fire for this channel, but he's not calling me, Glenda or Great Mrs. Grace and Fire. I mean, even, my husband is Sir Grace. He gave him a good name of Sir Grace.
Oh, yes.
Do you
Yes,
know
yes.
what he calls me in the YouTube streets?
What in the world does he call you?
He calls me Mrs. Doubtfire, and I don't know what I think about this. I'm still trying to figure it
Well,
out. I want to know. I mean, what do you think? Am I
well,
really Mrs. Doubtfire?
I knew her. She was a pretty good friend of mine at one time.
Was she? You knew her, Mama?
Oh gosh, yes, I knew Mrs. Doubtfire over there. She was from Britain. She was British. Did you see my name down there, Glinda?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mama. You are Dame
That's right.
Mamaw.
That's right. That's right.
Excuse me.
My dear friend, the Queen. Oh gosh, I'll miss her so much. She said that I brought her a lot of enjoy fun and enjoyment, and so she said I was good for her and her country, Great Britain, and so she made me a dame.
Well, congratulations, Dame Mamaw. So do I have to call you Dame now?
No, just call me Memo. I
Good.
just love you, my granddaughter. You're just the bestest in the whole world. But let me think now. Let me think about this name, Mrs. Doubtfire,
Yeah, I don't know
greatest,
how I feel
greatest
about this.
star, Doubtfire. Well, it kind of goes along. It kind of goes together. I think a little bit. Now, who did you say gave you that nickname?
It was Jesse at Lazy
Yes.
Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa.
Well,
And Scott from Rambling with the Brums, he goes along with this too.
Scott. Oh my gosh,
Scott.
you go. Aren't you going on a cruise with them too?
Yeah, I am in 2025. And
Good grief.
I'm excited, but I need to figure out what I think about this name before I go because I don't want to get on a cruise
I
and
know, be called Miss Doubtfire.
this
Miss
is not
Doubtfire. Miss
fair.
Doubtfire, where you at?
I mean,
Crazy Mrs. Doubtfire. But
I've got it. We're supposed to go and do a car race now. Scott is going to be the judge with Sir Grace because
I,
neither one of them can drive the cars. And
what is
so yeah, that's okay. That's okay. So I mean, I don't know that you want Sir Grace driving with his guide stick hanging out the place.
that?
Woo! It might be a party on the cruise ship.
Party,
Guide stick.
party, party, party.
But yeah, and so Jesse and Scott are heading it up, and they decided because they were going to go on vacation together on this cruise that they invited other people. Whether or not you have a YouTube channel, they are inviting people. Yeah,
Woohoo!
I have to.
Party at my room. Party at
I,
Mama's.
I know what happens when I leave, Mama. Are you going to come over to the house?
I just may go with you. You know what happens on the cruise stays on the
Party.
cruise. I ain't too old to party a little bit. I mean, just a little bit. Long as I'm in bed by 6:30, I'm okay.
Okay, okay, no problem, no problem. Well, it's to Alaska, so we're gonna see Alaska. It's the first time I've ever seen it up close. Now, I have flown into Alaska,
Okay.
and it was during that Hale Bopp thing. That was the comet in the sky. That was many, many years ago.
Oh,
But
I remember they just was going along for the ride.
I know. Well, here's the thing, Mama. Whenever I was flying in, I was coming back from Japan, and the pilot came over the intercom and said you could see this comet off to the left hand side because the way that he was coming in for a landing. And he goes, "Not everybody get up and go over to the window." So that was
know
my
what though? You know what? If I'd been on that plane with you, everybody would have went to the left, but I could have stayed on the right, and I'd have balanced that plane.
Mama.
Well,
Well,
I'd have given it a good try.
it's a comment I will never forget, though. But that was my only time that I've ever been to Alaska. So I'm looking forward to this
Yeah,
cruise.
I've been to Alaska once.
Did you? Tell me.
Yes. Well, I went to Alaska to look for Bigfoot.
Oh, you did? Did you find him?
Well, hold on, hold on here.
I'm holding. I'm holding.
Okay.
I'm holding.
Well,
I'm holding on to something. I'm not sure. Or here, I'll hold on to a ring.
guess what I found? I found the Bigfoot. I found the Bigfoot in Alaska.
You found
It,
a
it was mine. It was my Bigfoot. I made that print in the snow. Everybody, Glenda, listen. Everybody get excited. They seen this big old here. They seen this big old print. I can't get my hands as big as my foot is. Anyways, they got all excited and they casted it, with that plaster, cement plaster, whatever you call it. And then they were saying, "Look at this Bigfoot! Look at this Bigfoot!" And then it dawned on me, that was my foot. Oh, I disappointed them. I disappointed them so bad. You know what, Glenda? They wouldn't let me go back out in the woods after that. No.
serious?
Serious. They said that I made too many big footprints. So I ain't never been back to Alaska yet. Alaska won't let me back. When I get to the airport, they go, "Okay, Mamaw Bigfoot, you got to turn around." What can I say?
Oh, Mama.
What can I say, Glenda? They do love me in Alaska because I brought in a bunch of tourism.
Well, now we know the secret whenever we go up on the cruise, and get off that ship. We know what.
You see their big feet, you're going to know it's your Mamaw was there.
Forget Kilroy. There's Mama.
I got something for Jesse and for Scott.
Yes.
If they gonna call you Mrs. Doubtfire, which I think's okay, it's okay. She was an awful nice lady. She was a good cleaner.
Oh, I guess she was. I mean,
Well,
I heard about this.
if they want to dress up like Mrs. Doubtfire, I'll send this on the cruise. They can wear this. Jesse, you can wear this and you can be a Mrs. Doubtfire. And then you can let Scott wear it for a while. And then Scott can be Mrs. Doubtfire.
I might let Jesse wear it a little bit more since he's the one that came up with the name,
There's Mrs. Doubtfire 1, Jesse can be Doubtfire 2, and Scott can be Mrs. Doubtfire 3. Didn't they see how they like being called Mrs. Doubtfire?
I really didn't know what to think.
Oh, I think it's a great thing. She was a sweetest lady.
Was she?
She wasn't much of a lady, but she was sure sweet.
Well, now I'm starting to question some things here with that name.
Well, when you're in doubt of giving them grace, give them some fire.
I think maybe that's going to be the new name. When you're in doubt of giving them some grace, give them some fire. Mrs. Doubtfire.
Fire in the hole. Fire in the hole. hole.
Fire in the hole. Oh my goodness. But
That's
you
what
know,
they used to say to us kids when we was going for the outhouse. They'd yell, fire in the hole.
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Fire in the hole. Well, now I don't know if how I can add that to my little logo. You know, fire in the hole. Fire
No,
in the
I don't
hole.
think I would do that. No. Every time you go to the restroom, somebody yell, fire in the hole there. Mrs. Doubtfire.
Well, you know, Jesse is a hoot, and I am going to say that.
Yes, he's the nicest guy. You know what he sent? Him and his wonderful wife, Lisa, you know, your Aunt Lynn, you know,
My Aunt Lynn.
actually, you know, she's actually my granddaughter, and you're actually my great great granddaughter. But you know, I'm so old I forget. Anyway, you know, she won a cookbook, a cookie cookbook.
She did.
Yeah,
Oh,
101 recipes for cookies.
oh my goodness.
Do you think she's left me one cookie?
What?
She ain't left me one cookie on that cookie plate. I tell you what, she took that cookie out of that oven, put them cookies on that, you know, cooler. Oh my gosh, she thought the piranhas was there. And I'm a little bit slow, you know. By the time I got up there to the counter, all I saw was crumbs.
We need to have a talk
You
with
better tell
Aunt
the
Lynn.
cameraman and their son and that Lynn, they better be nice to me.
They need to. Now, do you know if she used the use sticker?
Yes, and oh my gosh, I had crumbs, you know, the crumbs.
You ate the crumbs?
You better believe it. I'm like a robo sucking machine. I suck them crumbs up like.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I could taste that you sticker in there, and you know, and what can I say? You know, I know they loved me, but they didn't leave me any cookies.
Well, shame on them.
I know. What am
I,
I gonna do with them?
I think you need to tell her make you another batch just for you.
Friend, make me a batch of cookies.
Mrs. Doubtfire said so.
Keep your old grab your hands off of them. Glenda said so. Mrs. Doubtfire said so.
Now, I heard she also sent some jams to Aunt Lynn.
What you talking about?
Did
What you talking about?
Jesse and Lisa, when they sent that box, Miss Lisa made some jams and sent that to Aunt Lynn. And I made sure she got it.
What you talking about? Jams and jellies.
Hey, Mamaw,
What?
we got a problem with Aunt Lynn. She's not sharing with you. I think I'm going to come over there.
I just pulling your leg. I just pulling your leg.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, do I need to come over there and give her some fire?
Well, I had cookies and jams and jelly. Ooh, and was they delicious? Made my eyes go woo.
Oh, my.
Made my them cookies and that jam and jelly. That carrot one, wee, made my eyes go. It just was so good. It was so good.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm so glad that she's sharing because sharing is caring, right?
Yes, and they care about me. They take good care of me now. They really do, Mrs. Doubtfire.
Are you now going to call me Mrs. Doubtfire too?
I doubt it. No, I don't call you. You know, they can call me anything. One thing I can't stand. Do you know what that is?
What is it?
There's one thing I cannot stand. They better never call me late for dinner.
No, you're not late. Usually you're like, come on, kids, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Do you see this elbow? I just elbow him like this. Get out of my way, get out of my way.
Is that what happened to my son? He's got a big old bruise on his arm. Oh, now I know the rest of the story. You know what? He didn't tell on you. He loves you. So now he's rocking this big old bruise. Actually, it's further down because he's so tall.
You know,
But
he's my favorite great nephew. You
he's the
know,
one that made you a great, 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 great
Grandma.
grandma.
Oh, you know I wouldn't hurt him.
No, especially with the baby.
That was that pretty baby. Oh, I just love that little girl. She just got the prettiest eyes. She just got, well, she's beautiful anyway, but
Yeah,
them eyes is just, she looks at you and you just go, oh, what would you like, sweetheart? Anything you want.
she does. She
She does.
does.
She
She
does.
does. But I wondered, I saw him the other day. He took me out for Mother's Day
I didn't
dinner.
hurt him in any way, shape, or form.
Well, there was a bruise on his arm, and now I know the rest of the story. You kind of bumped him for food, didn't you?
We were at Cracker Barrel. Do I say more or less?
Okay. I'll give you some grace this time because he didn't complain.
No, no, he's not a complainer.
No,
And he took it with grace.
well, at least I raised him right and didn't teach him the fire.
Well, speaking of fire, they had a fire going, and I almost pushed him in it with my elbow. I'm sorry.
Oh, Mama.
Well, if I can hold an airplane to the right and y'all get to the left, I got a little power in there.
I wonder about the ship. Could you keep the ship balanced?
Well, when I went there on that cruise,
Mm-hmm.
uh, because I was so bad, they put me on a lifeboat and then tied down the tarp and left me there the whole time. I got so much trouble on that cruise.
I like you.
Thank you, thank you. I bought the drink package.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I tell you what, I kept them out of Diet Coke. Nobody else could get a Diet Coke. There I was drinking them. I tell ya, free Coke, free Diet Coke.
So you were buzzing off the caffeine.
Oh yeah.
Bing, 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 bing. At
Oh,
least you didn't get the Starbucks package because I was looking at that going,
hmm.
hmm.
No, I did not. I got the drink selection.
You got the soda one. Mm-hmm.
Well, they just called it drinks. They said I could have anything I wanted, the Pink Lady or Shirley Temple, but I just like my Coke.
You just like your Coke. Well, I'm looking at the Starbucks package going, how much Starbucks do I really need on this cruise?
Well, if you get too much, you know what they'll do? They'll put you in a lifeboat and
Bye-bye, Glenda. Bye-bye.
I have to warn everybody, Jesse.
Okay.
Stop your families. Everybody going. Make sure Glenda don't get out in the mud and leave any tracks, because her feet's is about as big as mine. And they'll think Bigfoot's come along.
Bigfoot Junior.
Sorry, you make me cough. That's funny, girl. There's a Bigfoot died in. Mama Bigfoot. They might think you's Mama Bigfoot.
They,
And then there is baby Junior Bigfoot.
uh-huh. There is. So I probably will be like a junior.
Well, I don't know. I think you're more like a daddy. Sorry.
That's okay. We'll let you go. You're my mamaw, so it's all good.
It's all good. It's all good. You wouldn't be there if it wasn't for me.
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Isn't that a terrifying thought that I had to be around for you to come?
I mean, what did I descend from? I mean,
Well, it wasn't no monkey. It was a mammal.
monkey.
It was a mammal.
You know what? I think that's why my name is probably confusing Grace and Fire because I descended from Dame Mamaw.
That's right. And like I said, I kind of know Mrs. Doubtfire over there in Britain. She was British, woo, she'd go, woo, like that. She was a pretty nice lady.
She was. So
Yeah,
you think this name is okay?
I think it's just fine, Jesse. I think, and Scott, if you want to call my my daughter, my granddaughter, my great granddaughter, great granddaughter, yeah. If you want to call her
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Doubtfire, I'll give you my permission.
Okay, but now I got to come up with something for Jesse now. What name should I come up for him? Because he can't be just
Okay.
Jesse. You know,
Hmm.
we got to think of a name.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, I know he's generous.
He is generous. And he
Generous Jesse. Generous Jesse.
well, let's see. Let's come up with something a little bit more.
A
You
little
know, how about
bit more rowdy.
Rowdy Jesse? Maybe a little.
I said a little more rowdy, a little more,
Yeah, because they call him the Mod Father, and that's kind of getting old. We need something new. Hmm.
I know the Godfather too.
You knew the God. Does he now? Does he remind you of Jesse as the Mod Father?
Yeah, kind of scary.
I don't know that Jesse's scary. I think Jesse's pretty. Jesse's a sweet guy.
Lisa keeps him in line.
Yeah, she does. Let me tell you, it takes a strong woman.
Yes, takes a strong woman behind a strong man.
It does. It does. Making her jams. Yes. So let's see. So do we call him lazy
Jam and Jesse, no.
or lazy Jesse? Because lazy days ahead. I don't know if he's lazy.
Mr. Lazy Days.
Mr. Lazy Days. Okay, we'll call him Mr. Lazy Days.
Okay.
And that'll explain so much.
Huh?
That'll explain so much about him. Mr. Lazy Days.
Okay, Mr. Lazy Days, it's agreed.
Or should we give him royalty names? How about Knight Lazy? No, let's see here.
No, you can't do that. See, this was right there. That was from the Queen.
Oh.
Because that's for like bringing enjoyment and entertainment to her and to the people of Great Britain. That's what she said.
Okay.
Yeah. She said, Mamaw, you're a hoot. You make me laugh. I wear this all the time because I miss her so much.
I know.
And you know that son of hers, he did not invite me to his coronation. She invited me to her 50th reign year, but he didn't invite me.
I was over there during her 50th.
Oh, I know. I see.
I was. Yeah, you and I were there, and I still have my coin. Well, actually, it's not mine because they gave each of my kids her coin.
Well, she taught me how to drink tea. The Queen did.
With your pinky up?
No, they don't put their pinky up. No, they don't. Oh, and do you know when they take their teacup like that? There's their teacup. Then, if you're going to put cream in it, you put it in then. Or if you're going to put sweetener, you put it in then. Then you take the teapot.
Okay.
You have to hold that lid. You have to put your finger there. Okay. Then you pour it. Okay.
Okay.
Now, you take your spoon and you go from 6 o'clock to midnight, 6 o'clock to 12, and you don't hit the sides of your cup either. You don't go. You go like that, okay, and you stir it. Then, when you pick up your cup, I don't have a cup. You put this one in the hole.
Okay.
You put this one on top, and this one goes underneath to hold. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in my wrong one. You put this one in here, put your thumb on top, and you put this one under. Because, see, then you have control.
Oh.
Right. And then you don't slurp. You just sip. And then in between each sip, you sit your cup down. You can't take sip like that.
I don't know if I can do this because I just chug.
And you can't do this. You can't do that either.
My goodness.
Because sometimes I slurp like that.
Now, I love a good scone with clotted cream and a little bit of jam.
I like the lemon curd too.
Ooh. Ooh, so good. I miss living over there. That was such a pretty country.
Well, the queen did her best to try to help me.
She did, didn't she? I think she did okay. But I think there's only so much she could do too.
I think that was a compliment.
Yes, it was.
Just remember, I'm sending this on the cruise with you. And then they have to take turns being Mrs. Doubtfire.
I think they should. I think you know what though? I mean, it takes a strong person to be Mrs. Doubtfire.
That's right. And you're the strongest woman I know.
I am going to wear that with pride and honor.
That's right. That's right. They might have to make a sticker, a bumper sticker, put it on your bum bum. Mrs. Doubtfire.
I'm walking around on the cruise. That would be a sight to see.
Like when you walk away from them, when you walk through the crowd and they turn around and they look, it'll say, Mrs. Doubtfire was here.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, Mama, you have made me a believer in the Mrs. Doubtfire nickname.
I think it's very good, Jesse and Scott.
Yes, I think I'll wear it with pride.
And I think we're going to call him Mr. Lazy Days.
Mr. Lazy Days. Mr. Lazy Days.
That's right.
And I really needed that pep talk. So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I mean, it really has made me appreciate the name, especially after such a wonderful woman. I mean, I feel so much more.
Well, they say she was a woman, but I kind of doubt it.
I'm making this a woman situation.
Because I know you a woman.
I am.
You wear that Mrs. Doubtfire proudly on your bum bum.
That's right. I am going to wear that very, very, very proudly. I mean, it means so much to me that I had that honor of being called Mrs. Doubtfire.
We need to get a little name change once in a while. Was it hurt? They called me Bigfoot for a while in Alaska.
They called you Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was called Bigfoot. And they were so excited. Glenda, they thought they really was on the trail of a Bigfoot. Turned out it was my Bigfoot.
That'll be our little secret. Shh.
Well, they found out when they casted it and it matched my foot.
Oh, brother.
I love it. I love it.
Well, Mama, thank you so much for joining me. I hope Aunt Lynn makes those cookies for you. And if she doesn't, I'll come over and have a little.
I tell you what, she's a good baker and she'll take good care of me.
All right. If you have any problems, let me know.
To suck up crumbs. I won't have to. I won't have to. If I don't be careful, my teeth will fall out.
Oh my gosh, Mama. Well, this has been a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me.
So much, my girl.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you so much.
Over at Lynn's, this ain't Lynn's house. This is just the background because she her house. Oh, girl,
Oh, I know she don't have that kind of furniture or that fireplace.
No, she's got a big old sofa. It must be 10 feet long.
Yeah, I know. At least you can stretch out with your big feet.
I know.
It's big enough.
You know what she does, so when I get off? Freezes it.
Oh my gosh. Aunt Lynn, I can't believe she does that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'm telling my big feet stink.
Well, I mean, that explains about my feet.
It's the best place to live, I get 5 square meals a day,
5. So you're doing good.
Well, they're only like,
They're little.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's got me on a seafood diet. I get to eat all the food I see.
That's like the cruise. I'm going to get to eat all the food I see.
You be careful. They don't want to get mistaken for Bigfoot.
No. All right. Well, Mama, thank you
I
so
love
much
you,
for
girl. I
joining.
love you.
I love you so much.
Bye, Jesse, and that's just Lisa and Scott and your wonderful family. Goodbye, you all. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful trip. I hope to be back and see you before you go.
Doors are open anytime you want to come on, Mama.
Sounds good to me.
Dame Mamaw.
That's right, Dave Memo. And you got to make sure you leave the E in there, girl.
I
When you
will.
do this camp, when you
I
do
will.
this,
That's kind
don't
of the
you take
part.
that E out.
I know. I'll make sure I don't rename you too. All right. Well, we'll
Don't
see
you
you.
rename me.
I won't rename you. I promise. I promise.
Okay, Mrs. Doubtfire, I'll take it.
Okay. Sounds good. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right, you guys, this was all in good fun for Jesse and Lisa. We were just being silly. And Jesse and Lisa, I want you to know, and Scott, that I am totally fine with Mrs. Doubtfire. That is the absolute truth. I love each and every one of you guys. And I'm also looking forward to the cruise. It's going to be an awesome trip. And if you don't know anything about the 2025 Cruising to Alaska, please go over to Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa and Rambling with the Brums with Scott to find out more information. And this Mrs. Doubtfire is saying goodbye. Have a great day, you guys. Bye.